I think the best way to determine where we're going is to look at the words that God has said in our past. Today we're talking about how to find your 10-year ministry plan. How do you find it? Stay tuned. Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to A Bite of Brownie. You find yourself smack dab in Veda, which is vlog every day in April. April? April. Oh, it's not April. It's April. We're in Veda, and that means that Joshua Verwers, a fellow YouTuber, and I are asking questions, here's a link to his channel, back and forth every day at 8 a.m. to try and challenge one another to go deeper, to learn more about each other, and hopefully share our experience, our daily walk with the Lord, some nuggets that He's placed inside of our lives that might be beneficial to you guys. If that's something that interests you, go ahead and consider subscribing to his channel and stick around for A Bite of Brownie, because we're hoping you taste and see the extravagant love of God through our eyes every day, at least for April. Which leads me to my question of the day for you, and not Joshua, for you, Brownie Bites. Hello. What has been your favorite episode on this channel, and what's been your favorite episode if you've been following along on Joshua's channel? Because I have a personal favorite. Let's find out if it's the same. Leave a comment below. Joshua, you asked me, where do I see my ministry in 10 years? And that is a fantastic question. It's fantastic because I have no clue. And I asked Jessie this question tonight. I said, Jessie, where do you see our ministry? Because she's half of me and I'm half of her. Where do you see this ministry in 10 years? And she said, hey Jessie, come here. Hey Jessie, you should stop studying and doing all the important things that you're doing and come in here and help me make a video. Hi. Jessie, where do you see our ministry in 10 years? What did you say?
I really don't know specifically, but I do know that we will continue pursuing God with all of our hearts and trying to help other people do the same thing.
What did you say to me specifically?
I have no idea. I don't even know what we're going to be doing tomorrow. 10 years. I'm sorry. You caught me at a bad time. I have a final on Monday. I can tell you that. I don't know. Loving God, huh?
Wait, come here, come back, please, please. I love you. I miss you in the vlogs.
Oh, Biddy!
I miss you guys in the vlogs.
Hey, so cute.
All right, team, thank you. You're the best. Best I ever did was. She says, I know. That's what I love about her. I would agree with Jessie and say, I have no idea, because there are so many variables that are up to the Lord. As an example, I had no clue that I would get into video. Absolutely none. Zero zilch. If you would have asked me 2 years ago, maybe 2.5, if I would be making videos daily, I would say no, because I'm scared to death. I'm terrified of video equipment, of cameras, of being on camera. I don't want any part of it. Here we are, in the middle of Veda. I'm having a blast. I feel like, okay, careful here. I feel like I could do this every day of the year. My sleep schedule and my marriage says we're gonna do this in April. But I would have had no idea that I was into video. Therefore, it stands to reason that I have no idea what's coming next. I have no idea whether I'm gonna be into rocket ships next. I was into aquaponics before this. Am I gonna get into rocket fuel and fusion and travel? I don't know. I think the best way to determine where we're going is to look at the words that God has said in our past. There are some unchangeable, unmovable things that I know I'm going to be doing in the next 10 years. In the next 10 years, I'm going to be investing in people. Why? Because He told me to invest in people. If you look at me in 10 years, a 45-year-old Jared, what's he doing? He's going to be finding trustworthy young men and women and investing his life into them. I'm going to be encouraging the body. I'm going to be making disciples. Why? Because He said so. I'm also going to be finding trustworthy leadership. I'm going to find men and women whom I value, whom I trust, whom I've done life with together, and hear the Lord through them. And I'm going to be looking for opportunities to invest in the next generation. There's this soup, there's this sauce of something He's created in millennials and Gen Z. All they want is something real, and I think something real wants to meet them back. I think our self-actualizing, self-revealing God wants to show up and disclose who He is. When the bridegroom comes into the room and says, this is who I am, to his bride, I think we're all gonna get weak in the knees and swoon. I want to be a part of that. In the next 10 years, Lord willing, I am at the forefront, at the tip of the spear, cutting edge of what Jesus wants to do in the next generation, or in the entirety of the generations. I don't care. Everybody gets caught up in generations. I just want to be there where Jesus is. In 10 years, I want to be growing in love and intimacy with the Lord. I also want to be growing in stewardship and power. I want to be able to hear Him so clearly and be so free that whatever He tells me to do, be, whatever in this world, I can actually pull it off because of the freedom and the trust that He and I have with one another. I want to be His man. I want to be His vessel. I want to speak on behalf of Him, and I want to walk as if I were His hands and I were His feet. Kind of sounds blanket, but it really shapes my life. Do I want to be invested in digital ministry? Sure. Do I want to be invested in all these different things? Sure, if the Lord leads me in it. But I have no idea the specifics of what He's calling me to in the next 10 years. But what I do know is it's going to be powerful, it's going to be intimate, it's going to be life-changing for others and myself, and it's going to be a wild, incredible ride. And I cannot wait to hop on. Jesse! She's out there. What? Jesse, I need a question for Joshua. Something clear and concise, straight down the pipe, just like he likes it. Jesse! That's what you want to know, of all things, that's what you want to know about Joshua? I mean, we've been asking each other questions for like 26 days. You want to ask him what? Sometimes you yield to your better half. Joshua, I want to have a question that probes deep into your heart and deep into the core of who you are so that we can all as a community rally behind you and say, woo! But today, my question for you, Joshua, is, what is your favorite food? Apparently, we gotta know. Alright guys, that does it for us today. See you tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. where we find out what Joshua's question for us is. Hopefully you're enjoying the ride. Hopefully you're enjoying the journey. I love you, and I will see you in the next one. I'm out. We find ourselves in the month of Veda. That's not it. In the month of April. Vlog every day in April. It's April? April. Oh. April. It's not April. It's April. I thought this was going to be an interesting and easy one today. It appears, alas, it is not. I left my vlog camera at home. Therefore, today, it's just us in here. Just us cats. Don't know why we're talking about a vlog camera. Even at the mountaintop, I'm never gonna ever stop.